Why do you feel that way about Ogre?
He doesn't telegraph much, right? Like you can put him in
Yeah.
either lane. He's extremely strong in lane. He's a bully to the fullest extent.
He has the best stats in the game
Yeah.
for level 1. He fights and wins against like any hero.
And he's actually surprisingly scales well. And it's not like his spells necessarily scale super well, but he allows your team to scale well. Level 1 Bloodlust is the equivalent of a Yasha. So it's pretty insane.
Jeez.
So like putting that hero in any draft makes the draft just inherently stronger. Not to mention his talents are amazing. He has some of the better talents in the game as well.
He doesn't need like plus 30 strength.
Yeah, no one ever picks that one, but yes, he does.
That's sick. Speaking of strength, Centaur. How do you feel about that? That's another big boy.
Centaur's great. He's one of the better offlaners right now. The fourth hero I was going to say as far as supports go, I personally think Lich is one of the better supports in the game currently.
For pretty much the same reasons as Ogre, just in a different way. He crushes the lane. He doesn't telegraph much, and he sets your team up by giving them more XP.
Yeah, the 2-1-2 meta really favors just these strong lane heroes, right? And Lich almost guarantees that your lane is going to win, whichever one he is in. Even if you don't get farm, like say they have a really powerful dual off lane and you're in the safe lane as a Lich, right? You're not going to get farm necessarily on your core, but you will beat them in levels. And that's really important on a lot of cores right now. They can recover well with farm later if they have the experience. So pretty strong.
Yeah, he's just it's not really, you don't ever really lose the lane on Lich. You just don't win it super hard. It feels like he's just stealing the XP is such a big deal. Winter Wyvern's picked up.
Amazing.
That's another hero seen first round. But look at the support duo. That's not the scariest support duo I've ever seen. Although they do synergize well. Like Bloodlust with Arctic Burn is actually surprisingly a strong combo.
Yeah, it's insane. I think Nightmare is looking at these heroes and saying we want to secure 2 lanes, right? Like both of these heroes are really strong in their respective lanes. The hard part is now you're going against a Lich and a Centaur. 2 heroes that are also extremely good at winning their lanes. So it's going to be interesting to see if it pays off well for them. I will point out that there is an Alk Bloodseeker ban coming out from Nightmare. Since the AA was banned, I don't think they wanted to deal with either of those heroes. But like you said, it does leave open Necrophos, and it's actually a really great Necro game so far. I mean, he's great against Wyvern. Wyvern's typically only blocking like your physical damage. You just go Veil and Scythe that hero, and they're dead.
Yeah.
So I think we might see a Necro pickup coming out pretty soon here from UT Austin.
Oh yeah. Any magic damage cores don't really worry about Cold Embrace. It does nothing. Also, Centaur's double edges magic damage. However, I think in lane, Winter Wyvern is going to mess Centaur up, being a ranged hero with 2 slows as well as a way to sustain in lane. Yeah, because Centaur wins his lane by out regenning and bullying people. And double edges is not really going to do too much. Yeah, well, I guess he has to win his fights right away, which double edge is good at. Double edge is one of the most bursty spells in the game. It's extremely high damage. But he can't really win like a long laning game with it. He needs to be using it to get kills, not to bully people out. Or else Cold Embrace might play a huge role in shutting him out of lane. Assuming Winter Wyvern and Centaur go to lane against each other.
Treant Protector.
They got some big boys.
Yeah, I was say, how do you feel about this guy, huh? How do you feel about Treant?
I can't play him, so I don't like him. He just doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like I understand how to play him. You have the highest base damage in the game. You can stand on top of people with life leech. You can push with life leech, and you're such a pain to deal with invis. And then I play him, and I just click on people and die. So I hate him. That's how I feel about him.
I think Treant Protector is like largely mistaken. A lot of people, I will say, incorrectly itemize this hero almost every game. And hold on, here's the thing. I don't know if I should mention what I think is the correct or the incorrect item build.
If you say Aghanims, I'm leaving this cast.
No. Aghanims is almost always wrong.
Okay, good.
Aghanims is almost always wrong on that hero.
What about Meteor Hammer?
That is the make or break item on that hero. When I say people itemize Treant Protector incorrectly, it's almost exclusively because of Meteor Hammer. And I will tell you if it is how I feel Treant should build once we see the rest of UT Austin's lineup here. But the Meteor Hammer build is extremely situational, and it depends entirely on your team's heroes. So this is something I see a lot of Treant Protectors do. They'll pick up the wrong items, and then they just become essentially useless.
Yeah, I mean that's very easy to do on support, especially supports that can't farm. Speaking of farm, we just had 3 very quick picks that have some insane either farming creeps, heroes, or both abilities. Really quick. Give me. What do you think about Pangolier, Phantom Lancer, and Invoker?
I love the Pangolier. I don't think he is going to do exceptionally well in lane. Chances are he's going to be
It'll be fine.
It's hard to. I'm like having a hard time.
His finesse decides his game. I feel like a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think which support he's going to be matched against, whether it be Treant or Lich. I don't think he does well against either, to be honest.
He does deal with the tree armor, but that's not really a laning thing. That's a later on thing.
I mean, he just like Treant will just click him in lane for 100 damage if he shows up.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think he does super well against either. Phantom Lancer, super fun hero to play, extremely powerful in the late game.
Yeah, he just keeps scaling forever, it feels like. Like, he eventually just overwhelms not just the enemy cores, but the entire enemy team.
Yeah. I think he matches up fairly decent against Centaur. The main reason being is you can just doppelganger his stuns, so it's not that bad of a lane. You're not likely to get CC'd up and die, especially if you know the 2 supports right now, Treant Protector and Lich. Like, he can doppel out of what he needs to. So he shouldn't actually die in the lane, most likely.
Yeah.
As far as Invoker goes, I mean, what can you say about Invoker, right?
Another finesse hero. Like, the finesse hero. The embodiment of finesse. His spells require finesse to even cast, just to get them on your bar. So it's all on the player. You know, lane matchups or team matchups aside, the player has to be there for Invoker. It's not a hero you just show up and mail it in on. So he has Sunstrike setups from everyone on the team pretty much, at the very least a slow. Which is amazing. I really doubt he'll go against TA. You still go fire, don't you? Exort. I don't think anyone goes Quas Wax anymore.
I think you have to go Exort this game, right? You have 2 heroes that set up stun. You're going against a Winter Wyvern who's going to cold embrace enemy heroes.
Who's going to set up stuns from the enemy team.
Yeah, like you have to go Exort this game. Despite the fact that Quas Wex is arguably better against Templar Assassin, I think you still need to go Exort. So Quas Exort is most likely what we'll see. I think this last pick might determine that. Let's see Monkey King. Ooh, I actually really like that pick.
He can fight Ogre, I think, at least a little bit.
I was gonna say he should have a pretty decent safe lane as the Monkey King, as we're most likely gonna see Pangolier Ogre, which isn't even that strong, but I think you have to because if you don't put Wyvern top lane against a Centaur, you're gonna suffer. Dude, these hats this game though, look at UT Austin's hats.
Dude, they are shiny as heck. Also, that's an awesome Lich set.
Yeah, I know that Lich set I don't see very often, and
is that the Warhammer one?
Maybe?
That looks like something you'd see in Diablo.
Yeah, it might be the Warhammer one.
I'm not sure.
I'm just going to point out that Centaur and I have the exact same sets. I love it. Actually, I lied. I have the Crimson Helmet, but still, great set.
Yeah, this nerd. What does he have? Golden Helmet? Oh,
no,
he doesn't
he doesn't even have the Crimson item.
Ooh, doesn't even have Crimson? I don't know if I can cast this game. Never mind. That's my boy, Merman. I don't ever disrespect Merman. He's the off-lane king.
All right, we're going to start with the Radiant team. So you had fun saying this name last time. I will this time. Gonna clear my throat here. King Kong, Ding Dong, Sing Song, Ping Pong is on. Pangolier. All right. XD gonna be playing the TA mid. Wyvern gonna be played by West on Sammy. We have Maverick playing the Phantom Lancer bottom, paired with his Ogre by Crow. And we do the honors of
let me tell you about the Dire team. Pink player, aka Tree player. We're going to keep an eye on what he does in lane, if he crumbles like me or if he owns like Ricky, and also if he's going to buy a Meteor Hammer. He's being played by Maximo.
All right.
Lich is being played by Hydro SK, going bottom with Centaur. Monkey King is going to battle an Ogre and currently a Winter Wyvern top, played by Bakugo. Invoker is played by, is it Mio or Mo?
I think it's Mio, right?
Mio. Okay, sure. That's Mio on Invoker and big beefy Centaur Merman, the king of last game. Let's see if he can do it again.
Merman has a trend here. Play really beefy heroes that don't die.
Oh, and they put double melee bottom. They don't want to let Ogre go against MK.
I just noticed the lanes, and I think the Monkey King pick actually makes it so you have to put this Wyvern top.
If you pick Ogre, you don't want to throw away his laning phase because after the laning phase, he's more of a bloodlust bot and he scouts by dying.
Dire starting strong, picking up 3 runes.
Right. That's a good start. Better than their performance last game. So yeah, I guess they're valuing Ogre's game more so than Winter Wyverns, I guess. We'll see. We'll see what it does to the lanes. I'm sure these lanes will be fine.
Can I also point out this guy is an Invoker player. He is a diamond ranked Invoker player.
Oh god, he's so scummy, but honestly he's not in my pub. I'm casting him, so I'm really excited to see this.
Yeah, exactly.
If I was playing against him, I would just let out a sigh right now. Oh, here we go. Top lane, Monkey King's having issues.
Yeah, he's taking a ton of damage from this Winter Wyvern. Plus the Pangolier, you just Swashbuckling going to do a little bit more.
One thing that I find about Monkey King that people seem to forget is he is a battler in one-on-one. He is not a battler with multiple people, because with multiple people you can't just sit there auto attack and get the Jingu mastery stacks up. He's getting auto attacked and having issues. One-on-one it's fine, but that's why he
Burn great at kiting him too.
Oh yeah.
Even oh my gosh, Invoker might. Oh my god, uphill miss actually stops this kill for sure.
That's a diamond level Invoker player.
Wow. He baits it, cold snap with the Fury Fire, and does he have the damage?
Sunstrike.
TA will
Don't just hit it. Just hit it for the mental game. Like just hit it to rub it in. Just even if it doesn't kill him.
Yeah. Wow, that uphill miss actually cost the first blood for the TA.
He knew that. That was a calculated bait by our diamond Invoker.
Yeah, it was. He knew. That's why he has Fairy Fire.
Merman just clicked on PL bottom and just chased him out of lane. Poor guy.
He's taking a good amount of harass on the Ogre as well, but this lane's going to push super hard. There's a lot of experience going the way of them. Ooh, camera, sorry.
How do you think does Pango? He seems to be doing okay. I know a lot of people say that Pango's weakness is he doesn't really offer anything in the laning phase. It's after the laning phase that comes online. But it looks like they have control right now. I think a big part of it's the Winter Wyvern.
Getting amazing side procs onto this Invoker.
That's how you gotta play it.
Arctic Burn coming out again. Swashbuckle actually off the mark, but they're still doing a lot of damage to this Monkey King. Can they actually secure the fourth hit? He does.
Ooh, double.
But,
great slow.
Yeah, that's just going to be the Splinter Blast, slowing him down. This Wyvern's going to do a great job at hiding this Monkey King for pretty much the entirety of this laning phase.
Well, I think they have to take advantage of the long cooldown of Arctic Burn. The Monkey King does 50 seconds. Use that window to actually put pressure on him. TA, once again, a TA is winning the mid lane, although this time it seems to be much closer. A smaller spread in CS.
And this is the opposite lane, right? XD was on Ember last time, and Mio was on the TA, so they did swap.
Yeah, they snatched it.
Bot lane, Lich gets the first blood onto the PL, but does go down to the ignite damage from Ogre.
Ogre gets solo XP, they don't care. They're happy, they killed the PL.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be happy with that. That's a lot of gold for the Lich. Lich getting an early Tranquil Boots actually makes that lane super hard.
He's gonna be regenning just like the Ogre. Be able to turn that into Harass.
One thing I will point out, Splinter Blast deals with Treant Protector pretty well, as it does hit invis units.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually really strong against Tree.
It does target invis units, so even if he's just sitting in the tree line there, he will take a Splinter Blast to the face.
Even without vision, yeah, it still hits him.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a really strong spell. Ooh. Lich almost snagged the deny from PL bottom. Didn't get a rub it in his face.
It's interesting to see. I've been playing a lot of Lich lately, and I'm going to be curious to see what his skill build is here. I think what I usually do is 303 prick up ult at 7. And he did go the more aggro build of going Frostblast 2, and PL just dies bottom. Doesn't even doppelganger the stun.
That's Merman's lane, not the bottom lane. Correct you.
I was watching it, but I was like, he's clearly going to dodge the stun, but just misses. Arctic Burn top onto the Treant Protector, taking a lot of damage. Will end up just popping my god, Living Armor. But I was like, what is that spell called?
The tree thing. The shield.
What is that? The leaves?
Take a look at last hits with TA winning mid, but someone has a little bit of better creep score than TA.
22 and 12. Those 12 denies are huge because you also have to factor in the sacrifice from Lich. So this bottom lane, they've denied probably close to 20 creeps.
Jeez, I love that.
I
love that.
Devastating.
That's just playing the game, man. That's sick.
You have a Merman who's level 4.5.
They're here to win.
Top lane, Treant, gonna try and TP to base. This Leech Seed healing him enough. Oh, he does live off the Leech Seed heals. That's pretty huge. I think if Wyvern back there, he doesn't get the 2 procs on the Leech Seed heals, and he might die.
Leech Seed, actually, Leech Seed just received a huge nerf. Did you check
did.
that out in the recent patch?
Yeah,
that was the nerf patch.
Yeah.
But Leech Seed got just crushed. How big was that change? Like, I wish I could recall. It was a huge healing, like, number decrease.
Yeah, they reduced its healing amount on each level. So its level 4 is actually just drastically worse than it used to be. The level 1 isn't that much of a difference. It's the level 4 that got really badly nerfed.
Oh yeah. Well, it was like, it wasn't a huge impact spell for the most part, but it was something that you could play around really well with your ult and like keeping someone alive just an extra second. So taking away just that. So go ahead.
No, so you could just go to a lane, drop a Leech Seed on an enemy creep, and it would keep your entire creep wave at full health.
Very easy. You
Centaur
can cast it
fakes the stun bottom, so he's trying to get the stun on the Maverick. If they can get this stun, he will definitely go down here. Frost Blast, if he connects, should be able to secure it. Does manage to get the stun, but Lich is already backed up, and Salvage brought him already quite healthy. Lich realizing the error of his ways, trying to get the Frost Blast off, but won't be able to get it. Just throws it on Ogre.
They're having a rough time. Look at poor little PL with no regen, less than 200 HP right now. Ogre's actually in a rough position here.
Yeah. I mean, this Frost Blast, the slow duration is actually pretty substantial. It allows the Centaur to get close really well.
Does that scale with levels?
No, it's level 1. It's a 3-second slow. 4-second slow, I'm sorry. It's a 4-second slow level 1.
Jeez. What a good spell.
Yeah, it's extremely strong.
How's Monkey King's just hating
This
top
TA
lane.
is committing onto this Invoker. She will get Cold
That's
Snap,
not the river.
Can she secure the kill? She can't. The debate by the Invoker secures it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, don't slip, TA. Uh-oh, little deep. That was a very ballsy play. I mean, I gotta respect that play, but the Invoker also understands his limits too. Twice he's brought TA in that situation, turning it around on the Chili spell. That's how I'm actually getting a kill.
He just drops the Ice Wall on her face in a Cold Snap, and she's just stuck there. Just outrages her, resizes
Ice Wall is insane. Ice Wall might be one of the most aggravating spells in the game to play against. Where it's
really
just like, hey, I mean, it's not like, why even make it as slow if it's like 99%? That's how I feel, anyways. I don't know.
Just root me in it.
I'm no Invoker player. I just hate him. My interaction with Invoker is flaming. Also, top lane Leech Seed doing work here. And maybe not.
I mean, Radiant's winning the top lane. Like,
yeah,
pretty
Pango
well,
doesn't even care.
Yeah, I would say the problem is your other lanes are sacrificed real hard right now.
Well, this is just more time Monkey's not farming. Even if Pango's not farming, it's like, this is what you go to top lane to do. Ruin the safe lane carries game. And what's going on? He's just like, he doesn't even get to hit creeps.
And that Splinter Blast prevents Monkey King from ever getting his Jingu attacks onto that Pangolier, right? Swashbuckle makes him super mobile. And they saw the Jingu drop, and they're going to immediately play an aggressive play onto the Monkey King here. And I don't think they have the damage to finish it off, but...
But still, now what does Monkey do? It doesn't have very much regen. Tree gives him.
Okay, and he has a
even so, it's you know, it's still putting damage on him, taking up the regen. They can't do that every time. Ogre bottom lane. God, that Frost Blast hits hard. Level 3, dude. It's just chunking even an Ogre Magi.
So he actually opted for the 3-0-1 into ult, and I think that's fine.
I don't think there's that. Yeah.
I don't know if you necessarily need the ult. The problem is like, in a lot of the times you pick up ult, I think situationally just to secure a kill if you need to. But picking up the 3rd level in Sacrifice is really nice because it allows you to get a lot more mana back from your range creeps, and makes it so you don't have to sacrifice the melee.
You're still in lane, so why not get your laning spell?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, Sacrifice is always a big deal when it's cast. Ogre's getting a little crazy here. Honestly, I think...
He's gonna go down. This is gonna be another kill.
Oh,
actually,
no.
This Lich is
double edge.
So he should be able to turn and get this kill. Ogre might try to deny himself, but okay. He actually could have just outran him with the Bloodlust.
Merman doesn't miss those CS. Look at Invoker, though. Ooh! Disjoint! Wow. That was sick. That's an Invoker player. That's a diamond level Invoker player.
Bottom lane, Maverick just goes down again to the Centaur and Lich combo. I mean, the level 3 Frost Blast is so much damage. It is incredibly difficult to deal with. By 7, you have to have the level 4 for sure, so he does just keep 2 points in Sacrifice, picks the level 4 Frost Blast. This is
like, what do you do against the lane? Like, you can, though, if you're gonna kill one, it's gonna be the Lich, and are you really gonna, like, actually think you're gonna kill a Lich with him having a slow, and Centaur just being there, beating you down, stunning you, and, okay, but maybe, there it is.
That's gonna secure the kill.
God, what a blast.
Centaur not going to be able to secure the kill onto the Wyvern. I mean, they do get the return kill on the Lich, which is definitely better. Just experience-wise, I mean, that... Pangolier, is he even level 5 yet? Or is he, I'm at level 6, sorry. Yeah, okay, he's got it.
God, mid lane is just...
They're going again. Actually just immediately kills Invoker. That meld strike damage was a lot of damage.
Melted. Yeah. Melt strike.
I was like, he went from 3/4 health to just dead off 2 side blade procs, the trap, and a meld strike.
Tree's taking the ward top. Yep. So PA, Tree is, they're just here to ruin PA, level 4 PA's game. They're not letting him get anything.
You mean PL, right?
Yeah, PL, sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say, I mean, this is what Lich does, right? Your dual safe lane is level 4 while they're level 7. Level 8, I'm sorry, Centaur's almost level 9.
Look at Centaur's item too. He's ready to roll, man. He's got Blink Dagger and 200 gold.
Hood of Defiance into a Blink Dagger? I mean, how do you kill this guy?
He doesn't. This is Merman. He's just going to do the same thing. He's going to get tanky and he's going to just sit at bottom lane all game, put too much pressure on you to recover, and then he's going to dive and kill everyone like a boss.
Would you say Lich is his Barnacle Boy this game?
Yes, that's That's exactly what I was. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I was thinking, I was like, you know, a Merman isn't complete without his Barnacle Boy, and you really, I mean, who's a better Barnacle Boy than Lich?
For real, Lich is the Barnacle Boy. I agree. Are they gonna? They just show up. Look at him, Merman and Barnacle Boy getting wild right now. There's
stomp.
a Blink reveal.
Stops Pangolier's ult. Frost.
And look at this push. Look at this push with the Frost Blast.
Yeah.
Off the kill. That's actually so sick.
Oh,
Merman.
that was so
Merman
close.
doesn't care. You want more? That's Arctic Burn.
You gotta be a little careful of Arctic Burn.
He just baits out spells just by looking at people. That's how intimidating he is. He just looked at Winter Wyvern and got Arctic Burn on cooldown.
I will say one thing I noticed from both of the mid players these games, both XD and Mio both know to carry enough clarities on TA. As one of my biggest pet peeves is people who don't ferry clarities out when they play TA.
Why do you need clarities on TA? Is it to cast all your traps or to keep your refractions up?
It's your refractions up. You need to have your refraction charges up, and it's a lot of mana and you don't have the regen. Mid lane, Pangolier just rolling Thunder in and says goodbye Invoker. Centaur blinks in, takes a Rolling Thunder proc right to the face, does get the stomp off onto the TA. The root coming up now as well, but I don't think they have enough damage. Refraction comes back up. The trap will actually slow down this strength quite a bit. Wyvern coming in does get the art. Oh my gosh, this Lich is just freaking dead. Stomp coming out as well, but this Centaur just blinks out. He's like, I'm out, dude. I don't want any part of this. Sorry, Lich.
Oh yeah.
Betrayed you a little bit.
Barnacle Boy left behind. Yeah, the Centaur was waiting for that blink. It just came off cooldown. That was a really nice ult by Winter Wyvern, but I think TA might have even got caught off guard because TA waited a second before hitting the Centaur at the end, and he got a blink out. I think TA might have not even realized that he had blinked so early, even though it should have been communicated by his teammates.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like he was setting up to keep Centaur there, and I mean, Centaur blinking out might have been better for them. I don't know if they wanted to fight him either. He's pretty scary right now.
Yeah, I think the risk reward on Merman's play there is pretty rough, right? If he dies, you're feeding like a TA the highest net worth hero on Dire, right? So
yeah,
for him, his idea is like, all right, I don't have any backup for sure. I'm just outie, and I don't want to risk the fact I'm dying. Like, best case scenario there is he maybe kills like a support, right? I don't think he kills the TA. She has refraction up. He doesn't have the damage for it.
Fair enough.
So I think it was overall a smart play by him. But yeah, I think you're right. I don't think Radiant wanted to fight him either. So
yeah. Are we going to see something top? We got 3 heroes sitting behind him. Monkey King might leap into his death here. Monkey King looks like he wants to leap into his death.
And Winter's Curse onto the Monkey King. Lich, not the best hero to do his damage. Centaur coming in with the stomp. Oh, he doesn't actually stomp yet. Holds it just in time. Chain Frost coming out. This is going to definitely secure the kill. Ooh, one more? Okay, well, Sunstrike's like, all right, later. Pangolier on the side over here having a really rough time getting up the stairs and decides to just leave.
Oh man,
that was so funny. Mid lane, Invoker's gonna walk right over this trap. A couple more autos should definitely secure the kill. Actually, Tornado into the Meteor and Cold Snap.
Good Meteor.
A lot of damage, and that's gonna secure the kill with the Lich TP. Great Tornado to remove the refraction too. Top lane, we have.
There it is. There it is.
Okay, well, the Jingu stacks are going to come off on the Monkey King, and can they actually get the kill onto the Treant? They're very close, but just not enough. This Pangolier is, okay, I think his Wyvern just killed him. Yep, he definitely did.
There's the taunt.
PL does get the Treant Protector, but now he's trying to make a move onto this Monkey King.
Does he
Centaur
take
will
this
stop
fight?
him up.
Look at their levels. He's
I mean,
very
oh my
ballsy.
God. Pangolier. Wait, Pangolier,
Monkey King is almost twice the level of PL.
Yeah, I mean, he just takes that freaking Boundless Strike to the face for like 500 damage and dies.
Peace. Yeah, that hurts.
I definitely mispronounced a lot of spells in that fight, but it's fine. No one saw
Whatever. The Monkey spell, the Lancer spell, the Phantom Assassin using Doppelganger. I mean, you know, we all call them the rather wrong sometimes.
That's alright.
Now, what I wanted to know is, tell me about the Meteor Hammer on Tree, dude. You were bringing that up earlier.
Yeah, is he opting for it? We don't know. He's super poor.
He is poor. But what do you think? Should he go for it, or should he get something else this game?
This game, it's actually okay. This would be a game where it's fine to pick up a Meteor Hammer. I think a lot of the reasoning is your Meteor Hammer on Treant Protector is pretty much only viable when you have a team that isn't effective at split pushing 2 lanes, right? If you're only effective at split pushing 1 lane and safely split pushing that lane, then you need to have a Meteor Hammer on the Treant Protector. The reason being is he can pretty safely and effectively push the lane with Meteor Hammer. It's got a 30-second cooldown, guarantees that every wave dies, and he just sits invis. And worst case scenario, they gank him when you kill up the Treant Protector. Top lane, Rolling Thunder going to come out onto the Monkey King. He just continues to dodge each one.
Dude, he hates those
actually
stairs.
gets oh, never mind. He falls off the tree. He doesn't get a cut. I was going to say, if he gets that tree cut, he dies. A Train Frost coming out now, and that's just a Winter's Curse onto... Oh, Pangolier dies to the Sunstrike. TA comes in, says hello and goodbye to this Monkey King, and now she turns her attention to the Lich. That's definitely for the next kill. Wow, great play there by the Wyvern. He actually turned that fight, which would have been what could have been a terrible fight. I was gonna
say all the Winter's Curses. It's just Lich doing 0 damage in the Winter's Curse, and that one was the same, but it set it up. It set TA up to come and clean that fight up.
Wow, Lane, Merman is just not letting this PL get anything. He just chases him down and kills him. He is just gonna get the team. Oh, Fire Blast came off cooldown, but not enough. Not in time.
I think Merman's falling asleep because this game's so easy for him, and he forgot which side of the map is his, and he was like trying to run back to his fountain. Yeah. But he just picked the wrong. Like he just wasn't paying enough attention because he runs around doing whatever he wants. Just like farming the jungle now. So PL is what?
Oh my gosh! All right, so top lane, Treant Protector jumps onto this TA. Wukong's command is about to come out, and TA just cleaves them both, attacks right through the Treant Protector, and double kills the Monkey King standing still, casting Wukong's command. So, what? That's
what? Like,
huge.
I mean, I want to say I saw it, but there wasn't much to see. It all happened so fast.
Yeah, I thought for sure. I was like, all right, well, this TA is getting gone on by Treant, like Monkey King. She's gonna go down, and then she just triple attacks them with this brand new Desolator and kills them both. Like, she's now top of the net worth after these last 2 fights.
Oh yeah. Oh, is she in trouble though? Ooh,
Meteor does miss, but we got a lot of damage on
trap.
Double trap, but this is a haste.
There you go, haste rune.
Do you go down trap damage? No, it doesn't. Now she just turns over to Lich. Lich, with this Ice Armor, should be enough slow to keep her away. What's a blink? She just got it delivered.
Does she want to go in with it? She's getting healed. And they don't have Shrine. Let's see. Oh, Lich is showing.
Use this Lich.
Go, go, go. Oh, no.
She does. All right, she's lost vision. I don't think she wants to go on him. There's no vision there on the Radiant, and Lich is just standing there, but she does see him now. Can they get the kill? Oh, there it is. Winter's Curse going to come out.
Every Winter's Curse has got this Lich so far. This Winter Wyvern hates Lich. There's one thing I know about him. He despises that guy.
Bottom lane, Centaur just still running at PL. Blink stomps into double edge, one more auto, and he's just dead again.
Remember me from the lane?
Dude,
be careful who you pick on in the laning phase, boys.
This PL is going to have nightmares tonight.
Yeah.
Mid-lane Rolling Thunder not going to do a whole lot, but TA blinks in with a Metal Strike onto the Monkey King, just immediately dies.
No,
Invoker. Oh, well, Centaur will stampede to save his life.
I want to see Centaur fight with his team now. We know he owns it by himself. But Monkey King's having some issues.
Have you looked at the net worth recently? I'm just wondering.
Let me see if there's anything that doesn't seem correct here.
Is there
All right.
one hero that's a little out of place?
No, all 4 supports, Ogre, Tree, Winter Wyvern, and Phantom Lancer are in the bottom 4. Oh, wait a second. Phantom Lancer's not a support. Uh-oh.
Yeah, indeed. Phantom Lancer just needs to be sitting super deep in the jungle and farming. This hero normally recovers well, right? With levels,
If
but
he
he's
ever
level
got
8
a
at
chance to
20
hit a
minutes.
creep, the only thing that happens is he just gets jumped on by Centaur. He just gets stomped in
Protector. Oh my gosh, he gets immediately blown up by the team. By the
TA just bought an eraser and is just running around erasing enemy heroes. Like he's just.
Is it like a chalkboard that we're talking about?
Yeah, like one of those pink erasers.
Oh,
like
okay.
He got one of those, and he's just rubbing it on the enemy team and just deleting, like erasing them right out of the game. Like he's like, no, you're not here. Bye.
So okay, I gotcha. He's not the professor on the whiteboard. He's like a student.
I mean, he's taking these kids to school though.
Nah, you're right. He's pretending.
Yeah. Now, is the team with the Desolator going to push faster than the team with? I guess they have Alacrity and a Centaur that can take tower. Yeah.
Doing tier 3 damage here is super value. I like overall.
It is.
I honestly, it's weird because like I want to say like, oh, Radiant's behind because of how bad this PL is doing, but this TA is enormous, and it is not a. Wow, did they actually get the tower? They do. They get the tower with the Alacrity catapult.
God. Oh, that's huge for a tier 2. Yes, you take that trade. That shrine's open. Look, they're only in a 4K lead though too overall.
Yeah. I mean, this Pangolier and this TA are getting what farm they can. Pangolier having a Maelstrom now allows him to flash farm very quickly
and keep waves pushed because they need to buy time.
Yeah. Let's see what is Treant Protector opting for? He's going for a.
That's a medallion.
Medallion, yeah. Honestly,
he goes Meteor Hammer because there's no towers left. By the time he gets it, he'll be using it on the throne.
Yeah, it's true. I think Medallion is the best item to go if you do not go Meteor Hammer. It is so good. You go Medallion or potentially into Solar Crest. In a game like this, we're against PLTA, super value. TA blinks and doesn't get the Melt Strike onto the Lich, but does do a lot of damage. Centaur will pop his Stampede, and TA is kind of just running around, not knowing what to do. Winter's Curse does catch the Centaur, though, so they don't actually initiate there. On the back end, this Pangolier gets immediately blown up by the Meteor combo of the... Well, that Chain Blast connects onto the PL as well. There is way too much going on. TA jumps in, gets the Meld Strike onto the Monkey King. He does go down. Cold Snap onto the TA. Misses the Ice Wall, but she will just meld. Do they have detection? They actually don't. They just don't have detection.
How embarrassing.
Pangolier comes in, does a lot of damage onto the tree. TA does reveal herself and immediately kills him. Centaur does dodge that next auto with a blink himself. This is a crazy fight. There were like 2 fights going on the whole time.
Right? And it's like, because it's so split. Like Dire has the Monkey King, who's having a really rough time. Well, but Radiant has the PL. So it's like there's the really strong heroes and the heroes that aren't doing so hot. And then there's Merman, who just takes every fight. He sees an enemy and he clicks on them. That's how he plays the game. And
Wyvern actually kept the Centaur off of the Radiant team.
You gotta lock down Merman. This guy is insane. Get him out of the fight. He also is he's a lot of control and a lot of pressure, right? There's no way he's the first target. It's even hard to consider him a target at all with how tanky he is and the damage you're gonna sustain from hitting return.
He blinks in top onto the Invoker, 4 steps across the Ice Wall, but he's got living armor on himself, so she can't actually secure this kill. It does pop the Shrine.
There's a trap.
So, I mean, you get the Shrine for pretty much nothing. TA will just retreat at this point. In that last fight, I want to say I saw a buyback from Monkey King. I'm going to check buyback status just to be sure. Pangolier, actually. Pangolier bought back in that fight. Not Monkey King.
Goob. Oh, great. I mean, he's not... he's going for a blink. I don't know. I love Blink. Blink's a good item. The thing about Blink is you go into the Rolling Thunder and then you blink and you can initiate a fight with like a pretty much guaranteed stun. Like that's very easy to hit that stun.
Or you can also blink during Rolling Thunder too to reset your stun, which is really nice. So there's a lot of potential with it. I think the Yule's build, I've seen people go sometimes.
I was just going to ask, what do you think about the Yule's build?
I just don't think it's good enough.
I think it's hilarious.
I think it is hilarious, right? I just don't think it's good enough. I think for that cost of an item, you could just have a Maelstrom. And then at that point, like, why not?
The Yules is like you're going full support utility. You're not like, because the Maelstrom gives you farming potential and damage potential. Yules is like, I want to lock someone down with this hilarious mechanic where you Yules yourself in Rolling Thunder on top of them and just stun them and stun them and stun them.
Yeah, you just Rolling Thunder over them, blink back onto them, Yules yourself, and you get like 3 Rolling Thunder procs or 4 Rolling Thunder procs. It's pretty hilarious.
But then you're the Panga with a blink Yules and your team is reporting you.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to do something. Pango's pushing the lane out. Centaur shows up and he leaves. He knows. He knows how this works.
Blink stun, end of the double edge. This Pangolier took a ton of damage, but they do actually start the fight onto him. Oh my god, Cold Embrace onto the Rolling Thunder Pangolier, and Centaur is gonna live.
No follow-up.
Oh my gosh, Wyvern, what have you done?
I was ready for the Invoker combo, but I don't think they thought that route was going to be so huge or that the fight was worth committing to.
I mean, I think they just thought Centaur was dead, and they were going to peel, and they were just like, all right, let's just not fight. But Cold Embracing the Pangolier prevents him from securing the kill onto Centaur, so they just leave. And I think it caught Dire off by surprise as well.
That's the thing about Cold Embrace is it can feel terrible to cast that spell sometimes, and it's not like it's quite difficult to make that call, especially in the moments, because it's not just your game but another player's game that's involved in that, and you might be messing someone up, they might be baiting, and that's a situation where maybe he didn't want to be Cold Embrace while using Rolling Thunder. Now the game is kind of slowed down a little bit. However, Radiant's doing an excellent job of repelling the Dire team, even though they have lost their tier 3. They still have 1 shrine up. The bottom shrine did get taken. I think Radiant is there. It's so hard to say with how the farm is split up between these teams. PL's still in bottom 4, but now he's above the support ledge.
He's got his Diffusal, right? So he can at least start farming a little bit quicker. And he's not completely useless in fights now. I still don't think you ever want to show up to a fight if you're this PL. You just die immediately to a Monkey King or to an Invoker. Or even the Centaur still. Like your hero, you have 1200 health and their whole team has so much magic burst.
Right? Fighting with Diffusal feels good,
if you're
10
ahead.
minutes ago.
Yeah. One thing I will note, this Ogre is going to be so sad. He's still level 9 and has been able to pick up his GPM talent at level 10.
Oh, yeah. With how 30 minutes in, he still hasn't...
that's like pretty bad. Almost. By far the lowest level in the game, and I think getting that level 10 talent is very important. Ogre,
you want that early.
You need it. You need an Aether Lens on this hero or a Force Staff. Bot lane, Winter Wyvern gets caught, does get Centaur stomped into a double edge, and 1 more auto from the Invoker just finishes that off. PL sees that fight and is like, I need to get out of here. Centaur not letting that happen. Goes for the TP, realizes that's not going to connect, goes for the doppel out. Centaur gets the Blink Stun connect, and Monkey King just goes for the Boundless Strike to secure that kill. That's
Monkey King making sure PL knows that PL's farther behind than Monkey King is. Actually, Monkey King's top 3. Look at that.
He's doing great. I mean, his lane
didn't go
bad. He had a good lane.
What do you think about his build? Battle Fury Echo Saber, sure. Battle Fury helps him farm. It gives him some damage. Echo Saber's great for Jingu Mastery, but Shadow Blade, 3rd item. 30 minutes in, he wants Shadow Blade. Obviously, he doesn't just use it to gank. He uses it to stand inside Wukong's command, but it is kind of a gank-oriented item.
Great Blink initiation on the Rolling Thunder there, and they actually might get the kill onto the Monkey King. They do. Great play from the Swashbuckle as well. Now there is a... Okay, that is a phenomenal Winter's Curse there, and it's putting a lot of damage into this Lich. He does get a Chain Frost off, but it will only get 1 or 2 bounces. This Wyvern is doing so much work. 1 more Blink coming in from the Pangolier. Meteor, definitely last combo, will kill 2. And TA trying to finish this fight, but Invoker will get the Ghost Walk off, and Centaur is too tanky to kill.
I love the Merman wanted to fight, like, because he was hitting him the whole time there. He wanted to fight so bad. Gotta respect that.
I will say,
Tango did a ton of damage.
Actually did so much work in that fight. She prevented the high ground push. Yeah, prevented the high ground push, set up a kill onto 2 heroes. The Pangolier initially plus a TA killing the Monkey King right before he even gets Wukong's command off is super value. So overall, I think Radiant played that fight really well. Invoker did what he could, picked off a couple of important kills, but overall, that's a definite win for the Radiant.
They were repelled. The winter's curses. I mean, the cold embraces may not always be perfect, but the winter's curse seems like it's been pretty close to perfect.
Yeah, he's played very well done. He's got the two items he needs, right? He's got Blink Glimmer. I mean, you don't really need much else on a Winter Wyvern, right?
You're feeling good.
Maybe an Aether Lens, right? If you go super late, you're like, I can cast from even farther away. But to be honest, like that's really all this hero needs.
You could even go Refresher after that if you wanted to. Like you're complete.
Ooh. Centaur does ult just to get this Invoker out of harm's way top lane.
Invoker can get Sheepa soon.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him itemizing for it. He can get it. I think he's going to TP ball right now and grab
So
it.
did you see Lich's Atos? He's had it for quite a while. This is great against Pango. Well, it roots the Pango. It's the root also stops Doppelganger cast, doesn't it?
Correct.
I don't think. Yeah, and that's a huge deal for killing PL. Too bad PL's slowly working his way up ahead of the supports now, just barely.
Yeah.
But he is moving up.
I think. Yeah, I mean Atos is good this game. Okay, I was gonna say I think he should pick up a Ghost Scepter and he just grabbed it. Oop. Wasn't looking mid. I was still looking at Lich bottom, but TA just finds a free kill onto that Treant Protector under the Sentry Award. And she's gonna go straight into Roche. I mean, this is a level 24, almost 25 PA. This hero is super farmed. Invoker does scout the Roche attempt with the Sunstrike, but Cold Embrace just gonna sit there and keep Pangolier at full health. Now, Sentinel coming on the back line, he does have everything available. Monkey King does see, or he doesn't actually see the pit, but he is sitting on top of the tree there. Does he decide to move trees is the question.
What do you... Oh,
jeez. Blinks on the backside, but Lich Ghost Scepters it up. She's just gonna, she does pop the BKB. The Wukong's command will immediately kill this Pangolier as he tries to make an aggressive play.
There it is.
Does blink in, get the winner's curse off, but takes a ton of damage from Wukong's command himself. Now Lich just immediately actually dies to the TA. But that's a Wyvern going down to the combination of the Centaur ult plus his double edge. And now they've got to run. I mean, they got to retreat. This PL super low, half health. Monkey King doesn't actually scout either of them, but Sunstrike, nope.
I am loving Centaur versus Templar Assassin because Templar Assassin rips everyone up, but no one on the team can deal with Centaur except for Templar Assassin damage-wise. And Templar Assassin doesn't ever want to hit him because she just gets all of her refraction stacks removed immediately from return, and she has to hit him forever standing still. And so Centaur gets free reign during fights. He can do absolutely whatever he wants. No one's able to stop him. And he's taking full advantage of that. And there's the Ajax. So it looks like Dire is going to continue the pressure they put on. They got repelled last time. Do you think they're going to be able to take some high ground buildings here?
I think so. I think they will have the ability to. This Wyvern is really the only limiting factor, and she does have Winter's Curse coming up again. Top lane, though, they do find the Monkey King with a great Rolling Thunder. He does manage to turn the kill onto one, but PL will pick up the second kill. Or PL will secure the kill, I suppose, onto Monkey King.
Uh-oh. What's going on here?
Oh my gosh, Centaur going in maybe a little bit too deep. Winter's Curse does get blown on the Invoker, doesn't stop anything. I think they have the damage definitely to kill the Centaur, but they do turn their attention onto Ogre Magi. Cold Snap plus a Tornado and a Sunstrike. That is a dead Ogre Magi. Wyvern putting out what damage he can, just not enough. They almost secures the kill onto the Lich onto the side, but just not enough.
Dang, just barely. What, God, they're still, like, they don't care. They're just gonna keep going. I guess it's just a T2. They can probably get it. Return chunking this tower. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's hilarious. This Crimson Guard reducing so much damage already and then just returning it all back to the tower.
Merman not only loves this game, he loves this series.
Yeah.
He's just doing what you want to do. Like he's the way that Zai was everyone's dream position 4 at TI with Evil Geniuses and Mason. Merman is the dream off lane. He gets to play the big tonky hero and he just slays his lane and then does whatever he wants and his team just cleans it up.
Oh, Radiant just smoke in their base, looking to make an aggressive play, but they're going to be walking right into a ton of wards and the Dire team, so I don't think they actually find a jump here. You retreat. I mean, they're going to look, maybe get this Lich, but that's not who you want to find.
Yeah, they want something to happen here. They want to get back in the game, and TA needs to find someone who isn't Centaur and have the Radiant team initiate. Maverick also needs maybe he can pull some big play with this Manta style, dodge something.
Yeah.
Vision here for Dire, scouts out Radiant.
Yeah.
And Pango hasn't really had any item. Like he's still pretty much just a Maelstrom. Like he has Blink Dagger, but it's hard to pull the 2,000 gold cost, like to pull the weight of that item. He needs to make some huge plays with it. Uh-oh, is he in danger?
Gets Glimmer caped up, we'll be able to leave. Lich is just owning this Ogre on the back end, and then the dive in from the Monkey King, that's going to be it. Lich is level 15 talent, plus 120 damage is pretty substantial. A lot of people don't realize that. Like, you can click pretty hard in the mid.
Yeah, all of us. You play like another role in fights now. Oh my
gosh,
god.
This Pangolier dives way too far. Gold snapped up, and he's just going to go down to +1. Great Winner's Curse here from the Wyvern, and might actually secure the kill onto the Invoker. Actually, Treant gets the living armor off, does keep him alive. Rolling Thunder coming out from the Pangolier. One more attack onto this Invoker should pop the Aegis, and it does. TA on the back end, she blinks way far in onto this Treant Peck, but not enough damage. Wukong's command coming out, and that's actually just a dead Pangolier. It's a dieback on the Pangolier, actually. TA pops her BKB to stay alive. And they're just going to start doing damage onto the racks. I mean, there's no way to stop this push currently. Winter Wyvern throwing Splinter Blast out and Arctic Burn. TA going in. They do have him under a sentry. We'll get him with the side blades. And PL now making his move onto the Centaur. I don't think they have enough. Actually, Meatball Deafening Blast combo onto the TA will kill him. Shivas will secure the kill. On the back end, PL does actually secure the kill onto the Tree Protector, but they lost their lane of racks. TA does buy back. Hopefully, maybe they can pick off the Centaur, but Stampede comes out, plus the EMP Tornado. Gonna stop that aggression. Ice Wall coming out, and that is your PL's Oom. If they hit him with a Sunstrike, just off the mark, super close.
He felt it though. It got hot over there.
Yeah, that was really close.
Geez, and God, dude, the tornado save. Invokers turning it on now.
Yeah,
you know, I'm seeing these diamond plays. So speaking of talents, dude, does anyone ever take Psyblade Spill Paralyzes? Is that a thing, or is that just a joke talent? Have you ever seen it?
I don't even know what that is. Like, is it like
when
root them?
The Psyblade hits? Yeah, it's like they get frozen for like, it's like headshot kind of. Like they just kind of like get like a little like tick, and then they get control of their hero again.
I mean, that sounds awful. I think the only time you ever take that, yeah, I think the only time you would possibly ever take that is if you're against like a Venomancer and like Ember Spirit cores, right? Like then your refraction charges
and then
that
like
matter.
you even get level 25 in that game.
Yeah.
As a TA.
Wow.
What?
I don't know why you would do that.
Oh boy. Oh, we got Cataclysm on Invoker. Yes. If like you just got to do Cataclysm, man. That's the flashy spell. That spell is sick.
Cataclysm's so good. You're with a Treant Protector, a Centaur. Like you have so much Cataclysm set up. This is exactly what you want.
Exactly. Now, BKB on Monkey King. I'm liking that. I'm feeling good about his build again. I feel like he can take the buildings with this. He can just go stand on the racks with BKB and with Shadow Blade, and he can take.
Last fight, he did take a lot of damage. Just kind of chip damage from the Winter Wyvern, and then just allowed it to set up for this TA to come in off the side, meld strike him, and secure a kill. So I think getting that BKB is going to make it a lot more difficult for Radiant to kill him, but.
Do you think Winter Wyvern is going to choke, or is he going to pull off another sick Cold Embrace in this next, or Winter's Curse in this next fight? He's been doing it all game, but if he doesn't pull off a sick one, like a really big Winter's Curse, I don't know. I think Radiant might be out. Like there's a lot of pressure on him to keep on owning, but he's been pulling his weight for sure.
Yeah, I agree. The problem is you blew a lot of buybacks in the last fight, so even if they do get like a really good Winter's Curse, like you don't actually have the ability to buy back if the fight starts turning badly. Like you blew Pangolier and Templar Assassins buyback. So you might be able to stop the aggression a little bit of this Dire's team, but I don't know if it's enough. They're pretty far behind, and if they get the jump on the TA, then it could be pretty bad. And
they can set up if they do get a big one, they can set up with Rolling Thunder and even paying Pango has
this Bloodlust anti-synergy is just killing the tower.
Yes.
He Bloodlusted the tower, and Centaur just stood there and took it, and it just kills the tower.
That's Merman. Last fight, actually, Merman was just standing still hitting the racks before hitting him. Yeah. Like, he wasn't moving or anything. He just stood there and took it. He's going again. Oh, that was almost sick. I can respect that play.
Yeah.
They're doing damage.
And he's so tanky. The Solar Crest is so good from the Tree Protector. I think this is exactly the item they need. On the backside here, actually, Monkey King gets his tree cut, taking a 4-second stun, not able to pop his BKB, but they do have a lot of misses. He still hasn't BKB'd. All right, Winter's Curse coming out, and they're going to actually turn their attention onto the Stream Protector, and I get the kill here, he does. Pangolier coming in actually puts so much damage, and TA and the Pangolier actually kill off the Monkey King. They have lost the Ogre, and they're actually trying to get this Pangolier if they can. Sunstrike will be off the mark. TA blinks it on the back end, and Ghost Scepter pops by the Lich to stay alive just for a few more seconds. And TA, no BKB if they can get this kill. She will pop Trap to give a little bit of space, but PL moving on to the Invoker, he will pop Ghost Walk, and doesn't look like they have any way to pop the detection here. Top lane, Pangolier moving back in onto the Centaur, Arctic Burn, plus the traps. They might actually have enough damage to do this. Plus the PL. Okay, I think they definitely get the kill here. It should be enough. Pangolier actually gets a bash onto the Invoker. He doesn't have Ghost Walk, so one more attack should end. Should do it. And Lich, the only survivor currently, and they're looking for more. He does. He gets it with the Swashbuckle.
Yep. There we go. That's Radiant team, man. They're not going out without a fight. XD will not lose a game where he dominated this hard. He is not about that life. And is PL back? Talking about, like, PL has a lot of room to improve, and he's clawing his way back into this game, tooth and nail, sitting on 3.6k.
Yeah, I mean, getting the kills that he's getting, it's a huge deal. They're all really valuable. Anytime he picks up a kill, I mean, considering he's so far behind in net worth, that and the kind of the way the ratios work, the way the algorithm works, he gets a lot out of any kill he does secure, especially if it is on a carry. So.
Yeah. He's past Pango. He's still 4k behind Monkey King on net worth. But he is starting to become a threat. Now, do you think it's going to be an OG situation with Ana, where he got level 25 and he got the Doppelwalker cooldown and all of a sudden he became a god because he just dodge every spell?
Yeah, I think this is an incredibly good Doppelganger game. I don't know, like, the problem is usually by the time you hit level 25, you've got 4 items in the bag, and right now he's sitting on 2, so he needs to spend his money, he needs to get some new items, he needs to become more relevant, and I think if he does do that, you do have a chance to take this game.
Well, with how they're taking fights, they have a chance, yeah.
Absolutely. I think Monkey King not getting his BKB off in that last fight was pretty detrimental.
Yeah, that was a big slip up. Yeah. That was right at the start of the fight, too. That played a huge role.
Yeah, he got his tree cut, took a 4-second stun, lost 3/4 of his health, doesn't even bother popping BKB.
And now it's likely that Radiant knows he has BKB without him casting it. They would have scouted it when they killed him, when they embarrassed him in front of his team. Heart on Centaur, going for the Greaves. Is there something specific he wants to purge with the Greaves?
I think it's just really good for team fights, having that extra heal and health regen in armor if your team gets low. But as far as purging anything, maybe just the Ignite to keep his blink off cooldown, but other than that, I don't think there's really anything in particular he needs to pick up. It's just, what are you going to replace your boots with? I don't think you need boots of travel. I think just going the Guardian Greaves might just be the better option.
Yeah.
They want to try and end this game. Centaur Blink Initiation onto this Ogre Magi. Does get the Stomp and the Double Edge, but PA just kind of repels him. A huge Metal Strike from super far. This hero just takes no damage. He's burning his mana, but that Crimson Guard is blocking a ton. Centaur does Stampede off, and he looking to continue aggressing? It doesn't look like it.
Now, does Centaur just keep pushing without mana? Like, because then he's not going to take damage from PL, and he's still just there doing his thing, auto-attacking and returning damage.
Yeah.
He actually went the return strength damage plus 15% instead of the 75 auto-attack.
I think it's definitely the right call this game. I mean, all of the physical damage coming out from PL and TA, very strong.
And he has to go return Aura then, pick that talent, do you think?
Yeah, I think it's pretty strong. I mean, in fights, he's not even doing a lot of the right-click damage. The 75 damage is great earlier on, but I think as this game scales, the return damage is just strictly better. He
has a heart, he has the return damage talent, and then the first one, and then he picks up the second one. Yeah, I think he has to go for it. And it's just going to make his team, like, PA doesn't get refraction. And look what PA did at level 25 too. +4 refraction instead of Psyblade Spill paralyzes for some reason.
Yeah, who would ever do that?
But she doesn't get refraction against Return Aura. If Centaur's alive, she gets, 8 auto attacks, and then she just loses all of her, or 10 instances. And then she just loses all of her charges.
Lich did pick up a gem, so that's actually going to help secure a little bit more vision for the Dire. Radiant doesn't have hardly, I mean, both teams hardly have any vision. The only ward on the map is just going to be this one by the Roche pit, and then the one for the Radiant by their own jungle.
Lich can also run down the lanes and get rid of all the wards pushing creeps.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so infuriating to play against TA that she can just kill your creep waves with her traps from across the map. I hate that.
Monkey King top lane actually needs to be careful. Wyvern actually does get an Arctic Burn proc, but he will just Shadow Blade up and he's out of here. This game, I mean, we might be looking at a 60-minute game here. It's really hard to say.
With the Treant, yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard to say if Dire is going to have the ability to push the high ground. I think they might have missed their window. They did manage to get 1 racks, but they don't have really anything coming out soon that is going to help them secure the,
I think
the other two.
The Return Aura and the Monkey King using his BKB and not just dying at the start of the fight, right? I think it might need to be this next fight, but yeah, I see what you're saying. They are kind of losing a window here, where PL is like.
You want to fill me in on the Return Aura option? So does it return based on Centaur's strength or his team or the allies' strength?
It even says specifically Centaur's strength on return, the spell itself. We'll see when he picks it, but actually we have a fight going on at the top of the lane here.
Centaur takes a ton of damage. Rolling Thunder round 2, and he's just gonna melt. Goes down to TA and Pangolier, and they do manage to get the Yules onto the Lich on the back, and he does have this gem. So this is a huge kill if they manage to pick it off. We'll pop the Ghost Scepter to survive for now, but you ain't getting out of here, son. TA turns his attention, and Lich. Oh my gosh, is he actually gonna live? Winter's Curse coming out, but there is the Monkey King BKB, so he is still alive. I missed a kill onto the Pangolier, but Ogre Magi, 1 more attack will kill him. They managed to get the kill onto the Lich, so the gem is on the deck, but there's a lot of Dire heroes here. PL looking to maybe come into the fight, but he'll just back. Treant Protector gonna go back, pick up the gem for his ally. Man, you don't have any spells left on the Dire team here, and Radiant, I mean, you have like 2 of your big damage dealers out, so do you want to push the aggression here and maybe try and get a kill, or?
Well, it looks like they're going to sneak Roche. They don't. Dire apparently knows Radiant doesn't have vision, and they're doing it decently fast. Also, look what Centaur picked up at level 25.
Hoof Stomp? Yeah, with the Hoof Stomp duration. Interesting.
I mean, it's huge. It's huge. It's never a bad game for that.
4.25 second stun is a very strong.
AoE. Yes. And, you know, that's likely a kill every time he hits it.
Changes onto the Monkey King, Cheese going onto the Invoker. I definitely think that's the right choice. Monkey King's ult does not persist, though, when he does die, so you might see him, like, die first, then BKB ult when he comes back. Or maybe he just commits fully first. I'm not really sure. I don't play that hero, but it does give him some options.
Now, what are we going for here? Any fancy items coming out? Nothing crazy for Dire, it seems. Greaves are still being worked on. A gem is on Centaur this time. Lincoln's on the Lich, so that is to deal with Cold Embrace, low, I guess. And
you mean Lotus?
Is there anything? Or yeah, Lotus rather.
Yeah,
What's doesn't seem? Is there anything fancy for Lotus? I mean, now there's the Bloodthorn. But prior to that,
you can reflect the Winter's Curse too, which is pretty huge. I mean, if you
that
reflect
is
Winter's
huge.
Curse against the Radiant team, you're looking at a lot of damage.
Yeah, even just one of their heroes is a big deal.
Team looking to see if they can smoke. Monkey King leaps in real far onto
they care about
Magi,
this?
and he is just dead. I mean, that's a good kill. You're gonna have to force the buyback here for sure. I don't think it's that bad for the Radiant. It's not like they managed to kill the TA or the PL, but PL gonna split push top. I mean, that's his best play for sure.
Well, one thing to sorry, go ahead.
No, that's after you, sir. After you.
Oh, thank you. Well, Wukong's command ring on Monkey King.
So
he can just walk onto the barracks, drop his ult, and like that's a very difficult fight for Radiant to take even in their base. Just having the whole team stand inside Wukong's command, and then in addition, he can fight inside it with Shadow Blade, with Linken's and BKB. He has no problem staying inside there. Also gives him 24 armor against the Desolator Templar Assassin. So it's likely they're going to go for a Wukong's command push soon enough, and it's going to put a ton of pressure on Radiant to respond, and that's what ended up closing out Game 1, was being put under pressure at the very last second in the game-winning push.
Yep. And one thing I actually didn't mention earlier, or didn't point out or bring attention to, stun? Does it connect on the PL? No. We'll just walk down here, dodges the Atos with Manta as well. Centaur needs to not let these burn all his mana. He's just going to try and run away. I was going to point out, Monkey King did, I think, my favorite talent tree build. A lot of people opt for the 75 Jingu Mastery damage. I think the Tree Dance cast range is super vital to that hero's ability to take fights. Like, being that mobile and being able to get all around the map is really strong. I don't think you really rely on your Jingu in fights anyway, so it's really good earlier, but I think as the game goes on, that Tree Dance cast range is so strong.
Oh yeah. It Jingu kind of does what it needs to do. Nothing, you know. I mean, both of those are great, but I agree that's one of those. That's a core mechanic of playing Monkey King is Tree Dance, and having that cast range is a huge buff. Obviously, Jingu getting more damage is a buff, but it doesn't really change necessarily how the hero plays as much as the cast range does on Tree Dance. So yeah, I agree. I think the Tree Dance one is insane, and I love seeing it. It's fun to watch, and it's fun to play with. Now, are we going to see the Wukong's ring?
No, we'll back up. Gonna wait out the Arctic Burn. I think it's definitely the right play. Monkey King
there it is.
Going for it. He's like, I'm just gonna drop the ult. Get off these barracks. They belong to us now.
It seems a little early, but it does have a long duration.
I mean,
Centaur's just gonna go hit it.
You want to go in if you're Radiant here?
Wukong's commands.
He's baiting it. I mean, there's no creeps.
That's it.
Wukong's command. The ring is over, and they did 200 damage to the Rex. On the back end, great winner's curse onto the Tree Protector, and Panglier's rolling on in, but he hits the tree, he hits the wall. He will just pop his blink. TA secures the kill as well. Rolling Thunder still going on. Chain Frost on the back end. Yeti BKB out from the TA, and now we're waiting for this Invoker to kind of blow some spells here. Cataclysm coming out. Doesn't really hit on anyone. They do manage to get the kill onto the Winter Wyvern though. DL going forward, okay, well he does Tornado and he has an Ice Wall to stop the aggression. Monkey King comes in. Deafening Blast Meteor does completely miss, but he does get the disarm at least onto the PL. They do have the vision on the right one. Poker gets silenced up, but they don't actually have any follow-up damage. TA trying to do what she can to end this game. There's a gem on Centaur, you fool. You need to run. PL makes a play onto Centaur, but does blink up. This TA, I actually go down. She has
very
great
elusive.
Blink from the, yeah, very. Monkey King does go down. Great Tornado coming out here. He does have an Ice Wall, drops it right into the middle of the Pangolier. Into a 4-second stomp here.
There it is.
TL putting a ton of damage in onto this Invoker, but he does have the Crimson Guard to reduce it. And now PL is He gets EMP'd and he has no mana left to doppel. Centaur looking for this kill. If he runs him over, he's going to get this kill. Stomp into a 4-second double edge. There you go. That is a dead PL in the back end. Invoker does go down to the... Oh, he dies to the Sideblade proc off of the Centaur. Here comes Monkey King. Wukong's command ring almost gets forced out, but manages to stay alive. Pangolier rolls right on in, actually stops him and gets the kill, and a silence onto the Centaur will secure a kill.
Radiant team. Invoker and TA were just playing 4D chess while everyone else was just running around. Those two, what? What did we just watch, Ricky?
Dude, watching them stay alive in so many different situations was pretty amazing. Like, both those heroes in several scenarios, I thought for sure were going to be dead, and then they managed to get out. But
they pushed their heroes to the limits there. That was just, it's an honor to watch that. That was wonderful.
That was really fun.
And now, are we going to see, look at this, Radiant team is on the map. They're putting pressure on. They want to take some high ground buildings, and they're going to force out some buybacks. Give Dire a taste of their own medicine. And keep in mind that Radiant is already down a game in a best of 3. And they're pulling this out. They're sweating right now. Headbands are on.
This game 3, dude. They want it.
I want this game 3 too, I'm not going to lie. Trient though. Oh god. Look at that healing.
And it begins.
I mean, it's not even the Crimson Witness item, but it's still pretty strong, hey?
Hey. Pangolier.
Pango goofing around. Both teams just kind of seeing what's going to happen, playing with each other.
I
TA
think
is missing
Dire
that
just
tower.
don't want to have to spend these buybacks. And
Exactly. Those are really
so
important
they're just
heroes.
really hoping to get this tower while they can. They should be able to put the aggression in. And I think they can get a reaction. There's no forward. Monkey King's down for 5 more seconds. The Pangolier will just Rolling Thunder in to say, we want this Rax, so please get out of here. But this ice armor from Lich is just so much. They can't actually get the kill onto the Rax. And
did Lich go for the Talon?
no, I mean,
he's not 45 yet.
It's 10 armor. Yeah, like they just.
But do you think he goes?
Alive. Oh yeah,
Stacks
absolutely.
with the tree?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes, dude. Yes.
30 regen on ice armor is so insane. Your heroes do not die.
Yes, I love that. Are you the quintessential Lich gamer? Do you think, or?
I play the hero a lot. I think
All
he's been. I've played him my last 25 games in a row or something like that.
Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough. I think you're qualified to speak. Yeah, for sure. I don't play him too much. I was gonna get your opinion on the 2 level 25 talents. Is it just a no-brainer, the ice armor, or do you think the other? Because the other one's still pretty strong, isn't it?
I mean, it is basically a Scotty and it does pierce BKB. So in certain games, I think it can be really viable.
Like against a Nakes maybe or Juggernaut.
Yeah, the thing is like you're going against a PL who's just gonna doppelganger, and you can't really fight a PL, right? Like,
yeah.
Your best bet is to just survive him, and
yeah, this game for sure the ice armor. Yeah.
I will say I have definitely built it on. I have done the attack modifier in like 1 game, but that was with the Drow lineup, and I went like Hurricane Pike, you know.
I'm Lich, but I'm also
Blade. Yeah. And it's like late game. It was like 60 minutes in, and you have like a ton of items, and why not?
Yeah, why not? Exactly. Now, any other fancies? Ogre, not 25.
I mean, you got
Winter
the
Wyvern
Splinter
at
Blast
25.
stun, which is super strong. 2-second stun on Splinter Blast. That's,
What?
Yeah, probably one of the best talents in the game.
That, yep. Not only does it add a stun, it adds a huge stun, and it's an AoE spell. Spammable AoE spell.
Yeah, it's very, very, very good.
Yeah, and there's the Aether Lens, as you mentioned earlier. Good call.
Did he pick it up finally?
He did. I don't know when he got it, but he does. I mean, he has a couple other
he has
items
a
in
sheep
his
sticking out
bag. Yeah, he is.
All right.
He's rolling in it.
Picking
He's
up
got a
some
lot of
items.
blue going on there.
So what's Ogre going? All right, he's very, very, very sad.
He's an ogre. I mean,
Mid lane,
here we
you can
go.
find the Wyvern. This is just dead. It's a huge kill.
That's huge. 2
That's the
minutes. And that
dieback.
guy, Wyvern's been owning in team fights with
Yeah,
that. They
a
need
Wyvern
that
is
ult.
like their biggest team fight. So this is actually a huge pick for the Dire here. They need to make something happen off of this. Mid lane, they're just trying to move up into the high ground, and Centaur just like taking up what damage he can. They do manage to get the root onto the TA, but doesn't care. Pangolier, Rolling Thunder's in, gets a stun onto the Monkey King. Centaur does ult to reduce the damage that he can, and they
Very
do get a
good
stun onto
axe.
the TA. Double Cataclysm, but she had the refraction charges up. She's taking 3 charges already. 4-second stun coming out from
There
the
it
Centaur.
is.
This
Bye.
should secure the kill onto the TA. Super low. Refraction does come out. Stays alive. Lich explodes onto the back end, and TA gets the blink out. She's still alive. They've lost the rack so far. Centaur needs to survive.
TA?
He has the blink up in 2 seconds. Doesn't go for it. He does see the Monkey King, but they just want the buildings.
They
They're
see the buildings,
lacerating
man.
up the Monkey King. They want this. They want.
They
end
don't
this
want to
game.
see game 3. That's Merman. He's a building hitter.
TA blinks in onto the Monkey King. They do get the Centaur stun. 4 seconds onto this TA.
Ooh,
She's
onto the
stunned
ice
for
wall.
Ooh, what? Oh my god, Monkey King does go down. Meteor, double Meteor actually coming out onto the TA, but she actually force stabs forward to miss both. And she's taking a lot of damage. She is disarmed, gets the Tornado, and Sunstrike comes. Actually, Cataclysm, this is going to be almost the kill. She gets the refraction off. Now, Pangolier onto this Invoker. He is under a sentry, but can he kite them out? On the back end, Centaur is just dealing with the tower. He's already gotten the Megas. They don't have detection. Oh my god, Pangolier
They don't
secures
need
the
it.
kill. Centaur still in the enemy base. Can he get out? He needs to live.
He does. I mean, they got Megas.
He has
Megas
Guardians.
and
He
T4
gets
is
the
down.
blink off. I mean, he doesn't want to die here by any means. He did get a lot of regen off from the heart. He still has Guardians up. Will he proc it? He should. And there's the Centaur Stampede to
Bye-bye.
live. I mean, there's another trap coming out.
Turn. Oh no, he does too much damage.
That's a trap.
He's gonna buy back. Only Invoker doesn't, and there's Megas. Dude, XD is playing insane. 3 deaths. This guy's a monster. He was just, even with his base dying, his teammates dying, the series coming close to an end, he's still just out there side-blading everybody. This guy's crazy. I love it.
These fights have been really strong, and to be honest, I think now with Megas, Dire's in a much better position to win this game, but I wouldn't even count Radiant out. If Dire actually lose a fight in their base...
They can pull some crazy shit off.
Yeah, if they lose
this time they'll have a winner Wyvern.
It'd be over. They're just going to go straight for the T4. And Wyvern blinks forward, gets a Hex onto this Lich, but they're not actually tunneling him. And TA is just putting what damage he can into the tower. Did Lich go to the right talent? He did. Alright, he went to the armor, regen this tower. Staying alive.
She has to commit to this tower. There's the armor. Dude, look at the armor.
Kong's command coming out. He just zones them off the tower, but this Wyvern gets a great Winter's Curse off Lich, taking a lot of damage, but he's still okay. Pangolier will roll in, and he actually might just go die. He might die to the Wukong's command. Does he? No, he managed to just... He's just going to roll out in TP, and he will survive. Over here in the mid lane, great root coming out here from the Treant Protector, and I think they're turning their attention onto the TA, but they can't actually get to her on the back end. PL just doing as much as he can to create as much chaos. He's about to kill up this Treant Protector. He does pop a stick to try and stay alive. Centaur gonna die back here in the mid lane. Goes down to the TA plus the sheep. Oh my god, Pos BKB gets immediately cold embrace. Not the greatest synergy right there. She blinks forward, turns onto the Lich. She does get her... Oh, she does get killed, actually. She does have buyback. Will pop it immediately. And Wyvern gonna Glimmercape TP out, or Glimmercape blink out. If they can get the kill onto the PL here, this is really strong. He did pop buyback in the last fight. Oh, he did actually, so he is dead, but he does have buyback.
Check out that T4 Tower's HP, dude. The one TA spent half the fight hitting.
It's almost at full health.
They committed so much, and the talent, man, the tree armor, ice armor, bye-bye, nothing. That's healable damage.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about unhealable damage, but that is healable damage.
You gotta respect the healable damage.
You got buybacks on both PL and TA in this fight, so...
I mean, TA doesn't die, she's not gonna need a buyback.
She picks up a divine
Divvy,
rapier.
divvy, let's go.
Twice the ice.
Let's go. Does Pango have any items? Pango's like ultimate utility support. Bots 2. Aeon Disc. Ewels. I mean, the Abyssal Ewels.
His Aghanims, let the eye game begin. I think this mid lane, they jump right on to the Lich and kill him immediately with the a Blink Abyssal Blade of the Pangolier, and I think they... I don't know if they saw the Divine Rapier on the TA there, but I feel like they have to know.
It would have got pinged out to us, wouldn't it? We'd see it in Observer Chat, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
We see item pings.
Pangolier just going really deep with his Rolling Thunder, and TA going in with them. Just going right into the tier 4. They actually don't have any of the Lich armor on it, so they are going to get this tower. Wukong's command coming out with the stun. If they can kill this TA, it is really bad. On the side here,
PL's getting messed up.
PL gets mana burn and goes down. He gives his life up to kill a Lich. Not that worth it. Ooh, Tornado coming out from the Invoker. That is going to remove the infraction. Oh.
Uh-oh.
The base? It just died to Megas!
Ricky.
What?
Uh-oh. Whoops.
Oh my gosh.
Whoopsie daisy.
UT Austin take it 2-0 because Mega Creeps just ended in the enemy base.
Oh my god. The Mega Creep MVP. I don't know. I would actually, speaking of MVP, XD, dude, on the losing team, but still, that guy is crazy. This guy is good. I want to see him some more. The Divvy got me excited, and then the Mega Creeps are like, no. That's not how we do it.
Yeah,
that's not how we end games.
I mean, we forgot about it, but clearly, like, Central Florida forgot. Nightmare just completely spaced on the fact that they had Mega Creeps in their base. So I think we saw at the end there, Ogre Magi like TP'd back to maybe help with it, but your TA was all in the enemy base, and your PL died, and what are you going to do? The game just ends.
That's it. And UT Austin, that's Team Texas 2.0. Maximo and Hydro SK. Look at these two supports, keeping it real, bringing it back this season. They played last season, pick up 3 core players. You guys play core. We got you, and look at what they're doing with this team. 2-0 against Nightmare. I love it. I'm excited to see both these teams
Central
again.
Florida is not a pushover. This is a really strong team. No. So these were really great games overall. I think both of them played exceptionally well, and it'll be interesting to see how they continue to play in their bracket. But I wouldn't say Central Florida getting 2-0'd by UT Austin really shows like that they're a bad team by any means. UT Austin was a contender last year in playoffs, so both these teams I think have great potential in the season, and this is still really early on. So
for sure, the only thing. Speaking of watching these seasons continue, my only gripe here is that I'm probably never going to see XD play TA again, because if anyone watches this game, they're going to ban it.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I also would like to say that I'm pretty sure I figured out that Winter Wyvern's name is Weston Sammy, not West on Sammy. So I just want to clear that up. But no, final thoughts? Dude, I'm just happy to be back. I'm happy to be here with you. I'm happy for Collegiate Dota. I'm excited. This is going to be a good season, and I think this was a good start to this good season, man. Those are my final thoughts.
Dude,
at Carlton on Twitter, it's a 0, not a no.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm super hyped. Congratulations to UT Austin, and thank you, Central Florida, for playing tonight's match on kind of short notice. But we'll be back every week with some more Dota 2 action.
You heard it right. It's us all the time.
We'll be back.
Us. Think about that, everyone. It's going to get wild. It's us. This is real. This isn't a dream. See you guys soon.
Yep. Have a wonderful night.